You inaugurated this multiplex era when there were no multiplexes,
That's
as
right.
you said. When you look back at the so-called golden era, the older films, what are some of the things that you like about them?
What do you refer to as the golden era?
I don't know.
First, let me
Like,
ask
if
you.
for different people, it's like some people say it's a Raj, Dev, Dilip, that trio
Yeah.
or whatever it is. For some people, it's Rajesh Khanna.
Yeah.
You know, it's Amitabh Bachchan. You know, so it's like
Yeah, I feel that every era has had its share of some really incredible work.
right.
You know, and I think every generation tends to romanticize the thing that's kind of just gone before
Right,
them.
right.
I think we are one generation, since you're also born in the 70s, you've said.
Yeah.
And by the time we came to our senses in terms of independently watching movies,
Yeah.
we were subjected mostly to movies of the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, which to me is the least golden of all eras. You know, as far I mean, there were few and far. There were some films, of course, that were good, that did come out. Like Masoom is from the 80s, which is an amazing film.
Yeah.
You know, and similarly many other films. But overall, the majority of the quality of film that was being made in the 80s did not live up to what was happening in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s. I think it's probably the weakest in comparison. So for me, when I think of looking back at film, a lot of this comes from the influences that have come to me from my parents.
Okay.
Like, you know, so for their, like my mum's absolute love of Guru Dutt, and both of theirs of Yusuf Saab, of Dilip Kumar, and his films, his acting choices. I mean, not only in the films that he did, but even within the film, the choices that he made as an actor in scenes are just, I mean, people should study him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that needs to be done. And the music of that time. I think the music of the 50s and the 60s was very, very special.
Yeah.
I think that is something that we've lost.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know if it'll ever come back or not, but we have lost that.
You know, speaking of this Indochina award, there's
Yeah.
Hakikat, and the one thing that I remember is Zara Si Aahat Hoti Hai, which
Yeah.
is that love song there.
Yeah.
She's waiting for Dharmendra to come back, and
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember, the rest of the movie is a bit fuzzy, but that song is so crystal clear.
No, the other song that's amazing in it is that, I don't know what's titled on the album, but is that मैं ये सोचकर अपने घर से चला था कि वो रोक लेगी, मना लेगी. Oh, beautiful song.
Yeah, that kind of
Amazing
has
song.
an echo in that border song, I felt, you know, like Sande
Yeah.
Se Aate Hain, that kind of...
Yeah, but I guess there is, I mean, there is
Yeah.
always that longing of home
Yeah,
and longing of
yeah,
family
yeah,
and
yeah.
the comfort of home and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
warmth of your house
Right.
when you're out there. But yeah, that movie had great songs.
Yeah, but when you as a, I know you haven't directed in a while, but when you kind of say, I need songs in my movie,
Yeah.
Given the fact that your sensibility is different, the song itself is a bit of an artificial element, and it's a director's job to make it look as natural as
Yeah, of
possible
course.
within the world
Yeah.
of the movie.
Yeah.
So, what made you Agar Main Kahun from Laksh?
How weird. I was thinking of it's bizarre. I was actually thinking of that song when you were speaking.
Because I just love that song, because first of all, it's a fantastic song as a song level, just as a pure listening
Thank
level. But when I see that song, it's like it's an encapsulation of how she wants a certain kind of expression of love from him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love you. Why
Yeah.
do I need to why do I need
Yeah.
to give you all these flowery things?
Yeah.
You know, like Agar Main Kahun,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That situation is so one with the movie,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
That's what you strive for.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but I have taken cinematic leaps and liberties in certain places. But again, tried my best to weave it into the narrative in some kind of, I mean, not every song can take the story forward.
Right.
But what a song can maybe do is give you an insight into a character a little bit more.
Yeah.
That is possible too. You know, so for example, in Laksh itself, the Main Aisa Kyun Hu song is an insight into how lost.
Yeah. And
You know?
Prabhudeva's choreography is just incredible. Yeah.
You know, so it allowed you to do that, and it made it surreal.
Yeah.
You look like you've gone into the mind
Right.
of this person. So nothing is natural.
Yeah.
The environment is unnatural. So it feels dreamlike.
Yeah.
You know, similarly, which was in Wo Ladki Hai Kahan
Yeah.
in Dil Chahta Hai. But with Agar Main Kahun, it was a couple of things. One, of course, is just the joy of young love.
Yeah.
Which was one. Him trying to make her feel a little bit kind of better in terms of she's a little bit off with him.
Yeah.
But he's trying to like placate her and make her feel.
That classic Rutna
Yeah,
Manana.
yeah, correct.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
that. And the third, which was a very interesting layer in that song, is which also played out in the drama scenes, is her knowing, not expecting, her knowing that this boy is way more than he knows himself to be.
Right.
You know, so her expectation of saying that if you could do this, or why couldn't you do that, is
Yeah.
because she knows that he has it within him.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why she also tells the father that the day he finds that, you know, so it also gave you that, a little bit of that
Yeah.
within the song.
Yeah.
That she knows that he's more than he's understood
Yeah.
himself to be.
She